But if you like Vikings, I'd definitely get Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's really overfluffed, and you're going to get really burned out. You'll get really burned out on it. But I've 100%ed everything. But I think the remake of Rogue and Shadows, and the last DLC for Valhalla, because it just didn't make sense, and I was like 250 hours into the game at that point.
I'm pissed that 007 didn't release with New Game Plus because I really want to play it again, but I'm waiting for New Game Plus.
And give it like 6 months. I'm sure it'll be back.
Yeah.
It's here, guys. Gonna rock out, jam out a little bit. Why not? What's going on, everyone? I'm Slav. This is actually Bridging the Geekdoms. I know I have this stream going on Slav's Free Talk right now, but I wanted to do that because I want people to see what else is going on out there. That I do have a live show that goes once a week, and it's called Bridging the Geekdoms, that you can find us at Bridging the Geekdoms on YouTube. So those of you who are watching at Slav's Free Talk, welcome. But with us, well, I won't say with us, with me are my co-hosts who are here all the time now, is Colton and Jerry. Right there we go. So what's going on, everybody? Bridging the Geekdoms is slightly different than Slav's Free Talk. We talk all things pulp culture. It could be video games, it could be movies, it could be comics, it could be television. Am I missing something? Board games? I don't know. Anything that's nerdy, geeky, pulp culture related at all, we can talk about it here. So sit back, relax. We do have a fun show today, I think. We got a lot of topics. I don't know if we'll get it all covered, but we got some DC stuff. We got some Marvel things. We got some Lord of the Rings stuff. We got, let's see, Xbox, Grand Theft Auto. They dropped a bomb today, didn't they? And some comic stuff with DC and Godzilla, which,
hey, don't fuck with Godzilla, man. The Godzilla comics are fucking great.
And it's just weird. It's just weird. But look, I love seeing that people are in the chat, so hopefully you guys stick around. We got Donovan in here, says Anya Taylor-Joy being in Lord of the Rings films or film makes me super excited for it. Love seeing the praise for Supergirl. Pretty Chris says, hey Slav, it's been a while. Otito says, hey Slav, been a long time. It has been.
No, it's been a long an LPNG.
Donovan says, I love First Light. Hunter says, Slav, what is your thoughts? People react saying that Supergirl is divided. I haven't seen many of the negative reviews, but we're gonna look for some reviews in a little bit here, guys. So we'll go from there. All right.
Also, when you were listening to all the things we were talking about, you missed the most important thing.
What?
We're showing whole this episode.
Oh shit!
Again? Where?
Yeah, right at the end. That's the game this week. Whose hole's the cleanest?
Oh god, I would win. I got a bidet.
I probably wouldn't win. It's been a long day.
I have a dog. Wait.
Remember, it's not shit, it's peanut butter. Oh, and Jerry just was like, bye, deuces, I'm out.
I'm not dealing with this shit.
I have to get my AC remote. Getting hot in here.
Oh, that it is.
Not talking about hole, you know.
All right, guys. So let's pull up the first thing of the day, because this is going to be a mess, I think. Where am I at? I don't even know where I'm at here.
You're in your house.
I am.
You're on the internet.
Oh, that's right. Okay, there we go. Okay. So Gorilla Grodd is officially going to be part of the DC. Well, he already is because he was in Creature Commandos. But Peter Safran dropped a bomb while on the special 30-minute event in Brazil this past week, where he stated, we have things going on, such as the Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Grodd show would start shooting later this year. Now, we all knew this was happening, but the thing that I want to really talk about with this is the outcry of people losing their damn minds that why are we getting a Gorilla Grodd show? Of all things, Gorilla Grodd, we don't have a Batman, we don't have a Wonder Woman, but we're going to have Gorilla Grodd and Jimmy Olsen? Why? What do you guys think about that?
You know, I think, first of all, like a lot of people's criticism is like, we don't want these characters. First of all, we have Lanterns dropping in a couple of months. So it's not like the DCU doesn't have their A-listers, or if you want to call it Lanterns, B-listers in terms of live action, whatever. It's just, that's semantics because they're obviously a popular characters. But when it comes to this show, like I actually do. If you were to ask me about shows that I wanted for the DCU, would I have said a Gorilla Grodd and Jimmy Olsen show? No, but I think there's something in terms of the market is like you don't know what people want until they buy it, until you sell it to them and show it to them. And I do think that making shows and movies about characters that people weren't expecting is actually really cool. I think maybe, you know, this is where the Flash's storyline could start. Gorilla Grodd is a great villain. He wasn't done justice in the CW. They made him into such a clown, for lack of a better word. So I think this could be cool. I'm not really big on anthologies. I understand that the Jimmy Olsen series is going to have a different villain every season, which that I could do. Like, I don't like different episodes where it's a new story every episode. I feel like I'm wasting my time. But a different season, that's fine. You know, but I think a lot of people are just looking at the DCU for things to criticize it for lately. And like Jimmy Olsen and Grodd, when you tell those people something like that, they're going to have a field day. It's never going to end. They are never going to shut up about it. But I think Lanterns is going to be where a lot of the DCU talk from the harshest critics, they're going to take an L because everyone who is close to that show, the people that I've spoken to that, you know people close on that show have all said that show is absolutely going to deliver. And, you know, Damon Lindelof, Chris Mundy, these guys know what they're doing. I think that, you know, the rollout for it, I don't think went so well. And I think that was a major turning point where a lot of the Snyder cult, it wasn't just the Snyder cult that was starting to rip on DCU. It was other people as well, and they were getting loud. But I think that Lantern's just going to win that back, and, you know, people are going to start to be a little more cautious about what they say about the DCU.
Colton?
I mean, I just like monkeys, to be honest. I mean, I like playing the gorilla. Yeah. You know, it's not going to hurt my feelings to see it.
You know, my uncle wanted to get a monkey as a pet when he was a kid, and my grandpa lost his mind. He was like, "You're fucking nuts," because they need a diaper, and no one in this house is wearing a fucking diaper.
Oh, dude, he should have. That'd been cool as shit.
No, you don't want them to walk around.
Oh, come on, a monkey. I would literally have him here on this desk at all times.
You would have to change the monkey's diaper.
I have to change my own diaper. There's no difference.
Yeah, well, you're definitely losing the asshole competition.
I guess so. I do need to we got to talk about this real quick. We got a super chat from Otito, which I gotta go like this. Yeah, that wasn't loud enough. We gotta do it again. He says, "I'm honestly hoping for the Lantern show, but this DCU has disappointed me with suits. I gotta be real." Thank you so much, Otito, for the $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So what are your thoughts? Like I sit here and I think about the suits. First off, I like Superman's suit and Superman. I liked Mr. Terrific's suit. I think Mr. Terrific's suit was very comic accurate. Superman's suit was very comic accurate. The Justice Gang and Superman, like they were part of a team. Like I get that. They were just kind of leather suits. It is what it is. Like those aren't. I expect at some point we're going to get a real Hawk Girl in a real Guy Gardner suit. I do expect that at some point. When it comes to the Lantern show, again, we've seen a very small snippet of that show, and I think people complaining about suits is just kind of like get over it. They're suits. Like, I mean, a suit doesn't make or break a movie. A suit doesn't make or break a show. It never has. Like, come on. First off, people love The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. Like, those two movies have the worst Batman suit ever created.
I love those suits.
And those suits are just horrendous, but people love them. Or the movies. Like, people love the movies. So it's not the suit that matters. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think suits really make or break anything. It's just more of an Easter egg, if you want to call it that. Like, oh, this is like this specific spin-off comic suit as opposed to like what it should be or something like that. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I like the suits are obviously have some significance, and I'm not talking about you, Otito, but I do know of like certain people that I don't think that they enjoy a show or a movie whether they like the suits, unless they like the suits. And I always felt like it's kind of like if they can't look at a shiny toy that they like to look at, they don't like the show because they're too stupid to process everything else going on. Having said that, I also think with the Lantern suits, like the thing about suits that a lot of people forget when you're looking at a suit on social media is that these suits aren't designed to be judged on social media, even though obviously they're posted to social media because they want to market the show. But these suits are designed to go with the environment of the show, with the background, with the color grading, with the narrative, whether it's gritty or optimistic or things like that. And it's very easy to forget that when you see a suit on Twitter and then you go to read the comments under it where everyone's talking with the most confidence as if they've designed suits for, a HBO Max show.
There you have it. That's our take on the suits. I do see critic Chris say, I hope for a better Superman costume with the iconic S. He also says he doesn't like the Dark Knight or the BVS suits. He did say cat suits, but
I love both. I think the Dark Knight and BVS suits are great.
Everybody misses that really hot sex scene that they had in it with all the cat suits and latex.
Oh boy. Tito sends another super chat of $10. I mean, dude, like, thank you so much. Do we got something better here for music or something? I don't know. Like, do we have anything?
Just start freestyling, Bob.
Tito, thank you so much. He says, I disagree. There's nothing wrong with every facet of the superhero movie being great. Villains, story, hero, and music, among other things. This is just me, but I expect the best for everything. And you're not wrong. But again, like, I'm sitting here and I'm saying, for instance, the Superman movie. I had no problem with any of the suits. Like, the suits, I didn't sit there and say, man, these suits are terrible. They're ugly. They're horrendous. I understood, like, the Justice Gang. They had a reason for the suits being that way. Superman's suit was comic accurate. I liked the suit. I appreciated the return to more of a classic look for Superman. I did like that. Getting to even Peacemaker. Peacemaker's suit was, I know that wasn't technically the DCU when it first started, but very, very comic accurate. I mean, slightly altered because his suit in the comics is a bit wonky, but again, very comic accurate. You take a look at what is in the DCU, everything is very comic accurate to a point, but also very practical for practical use in a live action way. I want to see Lanterns to see, hey, maybe the suits do suck. And if they do suck, I'll sit there and say, well, the suits sucked, but the story was great and the acting was phenomenal and this and that. I have no problem saying when something is bad. But what I'm saying is I won't get taken out of the show. It won't hurt the show for me if the suit is the only bad part or if the suit is bad. Like that for me, like that's not a thing that's like, hey, if this is bad, screw the show or screw the movie. Like for me, like I get, yeah, we all want everything to be perfect. Like that's what we want. We want every aspect of everything to be perfect. But we also live in a real world where that very, very rarely ever happens. You guys got anything to add?
Yeah, I think that no matter what, a lot of people are going to dislike the suit. I still think the show is going to win a lot of people over. I think that even if the suit ends up looking good, like we only have one shot of the suit and you could barely see it. You know, I just think that no matter what, like people are not going to be won over by the suit. I also think that the suit has a lot of characteristics that people don't like. People don't like bulky suits. People don't like armored suits. That's one of the issues people have with the Dark Knight suits. So I think there's a lot of people it's never going to win over, but I do think the show is going to be a win.
Yeah, I think so.
Bob said everything I wanted to say.
And Tito ups the game one more time with a $20 super chat. My man, what are you doing? Thank you. Says, would appreciate you guys reacting to Jody's Corner vids on the DCU. I need the entertainment. Well, how about this? We have a pretty packed show today. I honestly don't think Colton has ever perused Jody's Corner at all.
No.
So we could either allow Colton a week to go check out a few of his videos and maybe his social media, and then next week we can do it, or Colton can come in cold next week. And
I mean, I feel like me coming in cold is just going to be funnier. So
yeah. So because I know Jerry, I know you've seen some of his stuff before, and I've had my run-ins with Jody in the past. So especially during the Snyder. The release of Snyder Cut days I have. So yeah.
Wait, can I do it? Am I allowed to do it?
You can do whatever you want.
Jody. Fuck you, Jody. Fuck you. Straight from Bridging the Geekdoms. Come at me, bro.
What are you gonna say now?
Your arms aren't long enough to fight God.
I mean, here, let's do this real quick. We'll just do something.
We're showing whole already. Oh.
There we go. So I want to point something out. If you look up here, all right, in his thing, here's Jody, and this is Patty Jenkins.
Yeah.
And he, during, I want to say was it the first Wonder Woman, or was it Wonder Woman 84? I can't remember, but he got a chance to actually go on set with Patty Jenkins. As you can see, Wonder Woman's behind there. So he has like this love boner for Patty Jenkins. That's just ridiculous, and he thinks he is the second coming of Christ because he got a chance to actually sit down with Patty Jenkins, or hang out with Patty Jenkins, I should say. But
peaked in like 2019 and never
I
came
don't
off
like
course.
when people pat themselves on the back for things that are like so small. Like, not to say that I'm huge or anything, but like if I got to interview Patty Jenkins, I wouldn't pat myself on the back for it, because there are other YouTubers that are interviewing James Gunn and, the Russo brothers. And it's like, oh, wow, Patty Jenkins. Like, I feel like I would look like an idiot doing that for that reason.
Yeah. Well, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if we can actually, are there any, let's see. He did a reaction to the Spider-Man trailer. I don't see any. Oh, here we go.
Hold up. Can you scroll back up a little bit?
Yeah.
How in the fuck did he do an hour-long reaction to a fucking 45-second trailer? Oh my god, one frame passed. Holy shit. Like, well, how the fuck? No, that's what pisses me. It's 45 seconds. Keep it at 15 minutes. Like, what'd you do? Go take a shit for 20 minutes, pick up your DoorDash and come back?
He's got to come to the asshole competition.
Hey, what's going on, Comics
Yo,
Dad?
Comics Dad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, we'll definitely go and take a look at this next week. I'll probably go through and find a few clips that we can go through for sure. So look out for that.
He has a movie review right there, or season review of Euphoria.
And it's 15 minutes.
How in the fuck can you generate an hour from 45 seconds and you have 8 hours of shit? And Euphoria season 3, we're like 2 or 3 episodes into it. Sucks dick. I absolutely hate this fucking season with every fiber of my being. But 15 minutes for 8 hours, fucking an hour for 45 minutes. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Now, I think I should come in cold. I think me coming in cold is going to be better.
All right, guys. So sticking with DC, we got our first track from the upcoming score of Supergirl. It's The Suite from Supergirl by Claudia Sarn or Sarnay. I don't know how you say your name exactly. I think, is it Sarnay? Sarnay, maybe? I don't know. But obviously she's the wife of Atticus Ross, who is a very big collaborator with Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails. So if you listen to this track, which I'm not going to play because of copyright reasons, you could definitely hear the Atticus Ross, Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails influence on it, which is really cool. I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan. I've been to multiple concerts. I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan. But regardless, I love this track. This track it's beautifully done. It has angst. It has an otherworldly feeling. I love it. And I honestly, and I'm saying this without any, this is the best piece of music from the DCU at this point. Way better than anything we got from Superman, better than anything that we got in Peacemaker, Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is more needle drops than anything anyways. But this piece of music is phenomenal, and I can't wait to hear the whole soundtrack. Did either of you get a chance to listen to it?
No, I think it sounds really good. I'm interested to see where it's going to play in the film.
I haven't heard it. Sorry.
How could you? No, you got to listen to it.
It's good.
I literally had it on repeat the day it dropped a few days ago. As I was working, I had my headphones in. I had it on repeat easily 15, 20 times that day, just listening to it over and over again. Like, it is that good. Donovan said, I never knew she was related to NIN. She's not technically related to, well, I guess Atticus Ross is now a member of Nine Inch Nails because I think he was on their last album. But she's the wife of Atticus Ross. So I guess in a way she's related to Nine Inch Nails, but in a long roundabout way, I guess.
Not just asking my brothers. It's fine.
But yeah, this is excellent. So if you haven't, I shared it on my Slavs Free Talk page, or you can just go look up everything DCU, or just go into YouTube and just look it up. It's there as well. It is fantastic. Let's see. Supergirl's social media embargo got pushed early to drop so everybody could do their social media discussions early. What was it, 5 days early or something? So we're going to go through some of them. Not a bunch, but we will go through some of them here, okay? Let's see.
Why don't we go to Jody's Corner where he did a 45-second review of the whole film?
So thanks to Superman's Saga News, or Saga, however you want to say it. Saga.
Bro, you watch Dragon Ball Z. Don't hit me with that shit.
Boy, this is that's the second time somebody's talked about Dragon Ball with me today, which is really weird, but it doesn't happen often. Anyway, so they grabbed a whole bunch of reactions and just reposted them in a thread, which is great to see. I'm hoping that there's some of them, because I don't want to just talk about the positive ones. Like, absolutely, I want to see the positive ones, but I do want to see what people that don't like it are saying as well. So we'll just start going through here. This one here says, from DCU Brief, they said Supergirl's a bold, fresh, and lively film that lets its iconic character shine. Millie Alcock is the highlight. She's jaded and brash, yet optimistic and so damn cool. Craig Gillespie, the director's vibrant direction, has stylish needle drops and hyper-fast action. Pace is short and sweet. And some interesting changes from the comic, including villain being simpler and scale being smaller but sharper. Chris Killian said, if you threw Guardians of the Galaxy, True Grit, and Mad Max into a DC blender, you'd get Supergirl, a grimy, funny, yet surprisingly somber space adventure. Millie shines, especially when we get into Kara's tragic backstory, but Jason Momoa is having the fragging time of his life as Lobo. I also want to highlight the practical effects. The design, makeup, and puppetry are all Oscar-level good. Krypton looks incredible, And my goodness, does this movie solidify what peak casting David Cornsweet is as Soups. Every time he's on screen, you can't help but smile. BM, Brittany Murphs says,
Oh, I thought it was bowel movement. Sorry.
says, I enjoyed Supergirl. Millie Alcock and Eve Ridley are the heart of the film, and they make for a dynamic duo who are extremely fun to watch. The movie has some thematically dark moments that were very well done and perfectly captured the emotional beats of the story with ease. Peter Gray, Supergirl channels the energy of Gunn's Superman while carving out its own identity. Surprisingly dark themes, Mad Max vibes. It's a second Mad Max thing we've seen, and a John Wick style motivation drive the story. Millie Alcock shines, and Jason Momoa brings his trademark chaotic charm. Fico Caggiano.
I'll let you pass on that one.
Cangiano. Don't let me, dude. I'm so bad at names. That's like a running thing with me. I'm terrible with names.
You're better than me. I can't even remember them. So
I would have said Cangiano also.
Supergirl is a solid follow-up to last summer's Superman. More serious and emotionally heavier in tone, it delivers a cool intergalactic road trip that evokes Guardians of the Galaxy with a dash of Mad Max. It's the third Mad Max that we're hearing, and a bit of Thor: The Dark World, which I think is an underrated Thor movie. It's not the best, but
I think it's the second best Thor movie.
Millie Alcock is a total badass, delivering a performance that's both fierce and vulnerable as Kara Zor-El. Can't wait to see her in future interactions with her cousin and other heroes in the DCU. Keep them coming. Let's see. I want to see some. I want to see some people talk negatively. I do. I want to see people say some bad things.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what's the most disappointing? No one's really brought up crypto.
Oh,
it's a valid point.
I'm
guessing crypto doesn't have a happy ending.
Well, no, but he doesn't have a lot to do in this movie.
No, he's a dog. I mean, damn.
Let's see. I'm trying to I'd love to hear something, but because that's the thing. Like, people are saying they hear it's been mixed reviews. I'm just not seeing any. Let's see.
I did see from one kid who I fucking hate this kid, but I did see him say that, what was it? If you're a fan of the comic, this might not be the movie you're expecting, which is interesting because.
But I think we've all known that from the beginning. Like, people should understand, like, this. Yes, they're taking the core idea of that comic and adapting it.
Which is that's how comic book movie adaptations should work. This isn't the DCAU. We don't want to see, even like comic book heads like myself, I don't want to see the same story that I just read in the comic. I think, it's boring. I don't want to know everything that's going to happen. And B, it's kind of like, what's the purpose if it's the same exact thing just in movie form? Like, I enjoy the comic. I don't need a live action version of the comic because I didn't enjoy the comic.
Yeah. Like, I saw something right here, and I don't believe this is real for 1 second. The Starman is a lazy gun Guardians humor slop, weak story, forgettable villain, worse, Furiosa bits. Like, I don't believe this is real for 1 second. I don't think this person saw it at all. But because you can tell just by the way they're talking, like, they're not talking like, hey, I'm somebody that's professional, like, they're not talking professionally about it.
There's John Della Rose. I'm sure he said something bad about it, but he definitely didn't see it.
Yeah, he didn't see it.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like, if you can send us some of the negative remarks, I would like to see.
No, there's one.
Which one? Wizard?
Yeah.
I couldn't do any worse than Gunn and Sack for Superman was a dismal failure. Peacemaker, they've proven they got zero clue what audiences want. That's about Superman and them not liking DC.
It's okay. We understand your uncle touched you. It's okay.
Yeah,
I genuinely don't see any hate though. No legit hate.
No. And it's what I expected to see, that it was going to have strong word of mouth. Now, again, this is more influencers. This isn't more. This and some pundits. The big reviews don't come out till next week. It's really weird because sometimes you'll see people put on social media like, "Hey, I really like the movie. It's got this. It's got that. It's a lot of fun." And then they put out the review and they go, "It was kind of boring." It's like, why'd you say it? Like why'd you put your social media that way and then you review that way? But that happens sometimes. But no, I think it's going to line up where it's going to be relatively loved by critics and fans. It's similar to how Superman was. The thing is they have to get the audience to go to the theater, and it's just going to be tough. And perhaps, and look, I'm going to bring this up real quick here. I don't like the box office. Like, I hate talking about box office, but maybe they need to pull out of the middle of the summer time frame for a bit. Maybe they need to not put Superman in July next year. Maybe Supergirl coming out in the middle of June or towards the end of June was not a good idea. Maybe these movies should be an end of April, beginning of May release for the time being.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like, that's the kickoff for summer, and maybe they would be bigger at that point in time. And look, I think that it's going to do well box office wise. I do think that, but maybe it would get a little more hype around it if they were to do something like that with these DC movies. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I just want to see I want to see some bad things. I'm just not, like, I literally just typed up Supergirl and just went through a whole bunch and not seen anything. So
I'll say I was going to say, I really thought that the movie didn't look good in the trailers, but from today's reviews, I actually am more excited for the movie and think I'm going to enjoy it.
Donovan says moving Supergirl to August would have been playing second fiddle to Spider-Man. But again, I said to the beginning, I said to like end of April, beginning of May. Do you remember years and years ago, that's where they put a lot of their newer films, like superhero films, like the ones that were kind of like not there. And yeah, they started putting Avengers there and things like that. But I remember
Guardians 3 came out around that time.
The Guardians movies were around that time. Like they're good movies. They're known, but they weren't like huge films. Like, that's a good time frame to put out films, is that end of April, beginning of May time. Maybe that's what DC should take hold of. Maybe that's what they should do, because let's face it. I mean, Christopher Nolan, he's got July, and he has a movie every 2 years. Spider-Man, Marvel pretty much has on lock, usually the end of May. Star Wars is May. You got to get before that stuff, I think, right now, at least in the beginning of the universe. I think maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, it just sucks that this movie's going up when Toy Story and The Odyssey are coming out. It's just not a good time for it.
Yeah. Well, at least against The Odyssey, Toy Story doesn't need to exist.
At least everyone says that. I haven't seen any of them since, I think, Toy Story 2, maybe Toy Story 3. But people are saying this new one is like amazing and one of the possibly the best Toy Story.
I've seen everyone in the theaters, and to be honest, the only one that I've truly enjoyed in the theaters was the first one. All the other ones, I just like the third one. Everybody loves the third one. They're like, "Yeah, I cried so hard at the end." I was like, I didn't. Like, I felt nothing. I felt literally nothing in that movie. The fourth one was just horrendous. Like, it was a terrible movie, like from start to finish. It didn't need made. So I mean, I'm gonna see this one. I have kids, so obviously I'm gonna see it. But I'm not like, it's not. I'm more excited about Shrek next year than Toy Story. So, all right, Marvel. Apparently, this coming from Beyond Reporter, Josh Hartnett might be in negotiations to join the cast of the upcoming X-Men film. It seems like he could be playing Mr. Sinister if it is true. Now, I think, were we talking about him? No, we were talking about Matthew Lillard not too long ago.
Yes.
But Josh Hartnett also, I think, is starting to have a little bit of a renaissance. Yeah, like, come in here. So I think I'd be down for this. Like, I'm not against this idea, but I honestly, look, it seems like it's a rumor right now, so take it with a giant grain of salt. But I would not be against this idea. What do you guys think?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love Josh Hartnett. Man, when I was a kid, like going to see Pearl Harbor, and you know, he was just always someone that I liked seeing in movies. So I love the idea of him having a renaissance, especially as a great character that I'm a fan of, like Mr. Sinister for the X-Men. And I think it's smart because, you know, he is, you know, he's big talent. I'm not saying in a big name, like, but he's very talented. A lot of the younger kids probably don't know who he is, but us older guys do. And like, they are going for younger actors for this new X-Men, you know, era. A part of the reason for doing that is to get cheaper stars. He's obviously a cheaper star, and I think he would be great as Mr. Sinister. And I also love that they're going with Mr. Sinister as one of the earlier villains in the X-Men and not someone that we've already seen.
It'd be cool if they went with Mr. Sinister for sure. I mean, we have no proof or evidence that it's happening. It's all rumor right now.
But yeah, but he's pretty credible beyond reporter for the Scoopers.
Yeah. What do you got, Colton? Anything?
No, I think it'd be cool. I just hope they don't, you know, one, they spelled Doomsday wrong in the hashtag. 2,
Doomsday.
Yeah. 2, I mean, I hope he doesn't fall victim to the Marvel thing where, we have a good villain, we're killing him in the movie, and you'll never see him again.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Or we're doing something that he never comes back from.
I will say this. If you want to see a great Josh Hartnett movie, 30 Days of Night. That movie, one of my all-time favorite vampire flicks. And
I was going to say, isn't that the vampire movie? But
yes, yeah, it takes place in Alaska. Dude, I love that movie so much. Such a great. I mean, it's based off of a comic book, so you know it fits. It's fitting for the channel, but definitely check it out. But yeah, all right. Moving on. What else do we got? There's something else I wanted to talk about before we got to this. What was it?
Way to go, Bob.
I don't know. All right, we'll
really messed up your own flow.
I really did. So, Anya Taylor-Joy. Speaking of X-Men, she was a mutant at one point in time for a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy is joining the Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum, which will be in theaters December of 2027. It's crazy to think that this December of 2026, we have Avengers Doomsday and Dune 3. And then December of 2027, we have Avengers Secret War and a Lord of the Rings movie. Like,
man, 2002 called.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I mean, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I'm not. I mean, I've stated this many times. I'm not. I do like the first one, The Fellowship of the Ring. I do. I think that's the best of the 3 films. I enjoy that one the most. But I also don't think that the director of this movie, Andy Serkis, is a very good director. I don't think he's very good. However, they do have a pretty solid cast getting lined up right now with Kate Winslet, Jamie Dornan, Leo Woodall, Anya Taylor-Joy, and I think I heard that what's his name? He was in the Hobbit movies. He played Ronan the Destroyer in Guardians of the Galaxy. What's his name? Lee Pace.
Lee Pace.
Yeah, Lee Pace, I heard, is also in it. Yeah, oh, here we go. Yeah, returning. It's right here. Ian McKellen, Andy Serkis, Elijah Wood, and Lee Pace. Right there. If I just read, you know,
reading's hard sometimes. I get
it. But yeah, I think it's got a terrific cast, so hopefully they can help elevate Andy Serkis, who obviously is going to be playing Gollum in the film, but he's also directing it. And like I said, there's never been anything that he's directed fully start to finish, because I know he was a second unit director on the original Lord of the Ring films, but like his Venom film, horrendous. His Jungle Book, horrendous. Like, he's just, I don't think he's good. I don't. What do you guys think, though, of the casting?
I like the casting. I don't think this film needs to be made, personally. Like, The Hunt for Gollum. Oh, cool. We have, books and 3 other really good movies because Bob's a Chad and doesn't like Lord of the Rings. Fucking gets a ton of ass. Nerd.
Wait, what? Where did we? What?
Yeah.
We were going this way, and all of a sudden it went like that.
But you never know with Colton.
Yeah, that's why I'm here on the wild card.
Wild card, bitches.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I was like, put my finger in frame.
On a show.
If you don't show up next show with a cowboy hat, dressed like a cowboy, like Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
Dude, please don't tempt me. I literally live in West Virginia. I can go down the street and find one.
Probably just blowing in the wind with a tumbleweed somewhere.
Yeah, hell yeah! Wouldn't that be some crazy shit? I sit down and I animate something for an intro here for myself. But no, I think regardless of how the film is, I think the story and lore of Lord of the Rings and the cast itself is just gonna. It could be a complete turd of a story, but it's still gonna do okay.
Yeah, it's a huge IP. It's definitely should do well in December. Also, but I'm with Slav. Like, I love the Lord of the Rings movies as a kid. And I don't think I've rewatched them since. I should, and I haven't seen anything other than the original trilogy. But I think I am going. I'm definitely planning on rewatching them before this comes out. So, I feel like I would be a big fan of Lord of the Rings. The other thing for me is, though, like, I'm a guns guy. Like, when I want to see action, even when I bought God of War for the first time, like, I didn't think I was gonna really like it, and my friend's like, nah, you gotta get it. And then I loved it. But, like, I don't know, I grew up on James Bond. I'm just a guns guy. I can enjoy swords here and there, but guns are so much cooler.
Actually,
she looks like an elf, though. Like, look at her. Like,
she does.
An elf.
Wholeheartedly.
And she's going to play an elf. Like, she looks like an elf.
But Jerry, as you were saying, and how we were talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows, you'll like it because there are actual guns in that game. I don't think you get one, but when you go to like fight towers or something like that, there are gun samurai.
That's dope.
I know, I've been killed by him tons of times already.
Donovan also let us know that The Housemaid 2 comes out December of next year. First off, the first Housemaid was good. Like that it was a good movie. I enjoyed it, but that's not on the level of Avengers and Dune and Lord of the Rings and things.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Otito again with another super chat of $5 says, until I see anything other than Empire Star Wars, that IP is deader than Star Trek. I'm so over repeated stories in that era. So I guess he wants to talk Star Wars real quick. What do you guys have to say about it?
Oh God. Oh my God. I'm freaking out, man. Jerry's back. Whew. Oh,
there
man.
we go.
I was panicking.
I don't disagree with Otito. I think that Star Wars needs to tell other stories with the Jedi and the Sith and not necessarily the Empire. And I disagree with you, Slav, on the Skywalkers. I think they got to move away from them. I really do.
No.
I raise both of you because I agree with both of you. I wouldn't mind seeing more Skywalker, but I think we need to leave the fucking Clone Wars in the past. We have seen every goddamn battle in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Like, let it die. How many Jedi need to survive the Clone Wars before Order 66 was just like someone got a paper cut?
So true, though.
Like, I do want to say I like that he brings this up because it is something that I forgot to add to the notes. There's a rumor going around that in Starfighter, the kid that is in the movie, because it's another movie where another story of a pilot has to take a kid and take him somewhere. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Mandalorian.
Yeah, kidnapped Anakin.
But anyways, the kid is actually the son of Luke Skywalker.
Jesus Christ.
So
that's so fucking reaching. It's not even funny.
It's like, come on already, man.
That is the rumor. Now, to just reiterate, for those of you who are listening or watching and want to understand what I'm saying about Skywalkers, that they should move away from Skywalkers, I say this. Star Wars is Skywalker, Skywalker is Star Wars. Okay. You don't have Star Wars without Skywalker. The thing about Star Wars is those first essentially nine saga movies is Skywalker. It's all about the Skywalker family. That is your core of Star Wars. Always. Forever and always. It is Skywalker. That doesn't mean you can't explore other aspects of Star Wars, the Old Republic, the future, things going on during the Empire and here and there in different areas of the universe. But you should always have a running story connected to that Skywalker saga, because that is what people know. That is the connection that people have to Star Wars. Sure, you can take a break for 5-10 years if you need to, but you should never say, "Hey, it's done with the Skywalker saga." Because that is Star Wars.
You don't think that after the last trilogy, if they were to do episode 10 at any point in continuity, and they made or created a new Jedi, no one knows anything about them, and a new, Sith Lord and a couple of Siths around them, you don't think that if they did that and the movie was good, people would be like, okay, yeah, we can move away from the Skywalkers? You don't think that could happen?
Oh, I mean, it absolutely could. You could, again, you can have other series and sagas going on that aren't Skywalker.
No, but I'm talking like that, not like a side movie. I'm talking like episode 10.
You can't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the saga movies are Skywalker. Like, it's that sense.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make an episode 10 would just be about.
I think the fact that what they did with Rey changed that. If we were talking about making episode 7 right now, I would agree with you. But I think that after like the last trilogy, that the move is to get away from the Skywalkers. Like, they should want to move away from whatever that was as fast as possible.
But here's the thing. The reason why The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and even The Rise of Skywalker did so well is because people were like, this is the Skywalker. This is connected to Skywalker. You know what the thing that people hated the most about those movies is Rey. Is what they did with Rey and what they did to her. And then Rey who? Rey Skywalker. Boo! Like, that's what people didn't like. It's because they should know, okay, we can't fuck with that. Like, we the saga movies are Skywalker, and we have to make sure it's Skywalker.
Bob, I have prepared for weeks to actually argue this point with you.
Ooh.
I've got my thoughts together on this. I was hoping this would come up sooner or later. The saga trilogy, or 1 through 9, isn't about Skywalker. It's about the Force and the balance of it. The first 3, you have the rise of the Sith. The 4, 5, and 6, you have the fall of the Sith and the rise of the Jedi. 7, 8, and 9 is, everything's kind of equal. Rey is someone. She's a Sith that identifies as a Jedi. So you can essentially make 10, 11, 12 with a completely start over, the good's doing great and you need the bad to rise up with it. And that trilogy is the ebb and flow of the constant, yin and yang of life.
But out of 9 movies, the interconnection of the rise of the evil and then the response of the good and the rise was Skywalker. But you don't have those stories without the Skywalker.
But you can put any person in there and it still fits. It could be Palpatine, Maze. You could fit any character in that. The main overarching is the balance of the Force.
But this is about understanding the connection to Star Wars that the audience has.
You have R2-D2. You have C-3PO. I mean, there you go. You can always bring in familiar characters. That's going to get people on board.
Familiar characters. It's that comfort of Skywalker. Like it's Skywalker.
But you couldn't make a 10 with everybody's dead, and if you're going to bring in a Skywalker, it's a far-fetched reason to bring in a Skywalker.
I disagree. I think they can do it, but that's just me.
Yeah, that is you. You're wildly optimistic about that. That's why I think, honestly, if you could make an episode 0, not call it episode 0, where Anakin doesn't exist and it would still do well, and -1 and -2 and -3, where you go back in time without Skywalker being referenced at all and still be fine. Because the story is the ebb and flow of the Force.
I also think if they made a new character that was just so badass as a Jedi, it would be different. Because you could say a lot of things about Luke, but he just wasn't a badass. Like, you know?
Movie canon, Luke wasn't a badass.
Fair.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, we teamed up on Bob. Woo! Colton actually had a legitimate argument for once.
Whoa.
Did you kind of took that one? Actually, you had the best argument of all of us.
I kind of think I might get teamed up on this as well.
Oh,
I like tag teaming. Do you want the front or the back, Jerry?
I'm gonna pass.
Oh,
sorry.
All right, so I was doing a little thinking this week, and I realized that studios need to stop doing something that is really, 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 really stupid. For instance, we got a Spider-Man movie coming out in like a month and a half, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure both of you are looking forward to it. It looks great. It looks like it's going to be loads of fun. But there's a actress cast in the movie named Sadie Sink, and she's a decent actress. You know, she had a decent sized role on the Stranger Things television show, and she's a well-known actress
and really good at running up that hill.
Yeah, that too. But the problem is we have no idea who she's playing in the movie. Like, not at all. So for the better part of like a year since it was discovered that she was going to be in the movie, there's been just constant back and forth. Who's she playing? She's playing Jean Grey. She's playing this. She's playing this. She's playing that. She's playing this. She's playing that. She's playing this. She's playing that. And we've seen her in the trailer. We've seen her in behind the scenes photos and things like that. So we know she's in the movie for sure. It's announced she's in the movie, everything like that. But they have yet to announce who she is. That's one aspect. We're going to jump to, we'll jump to DC here. We got DC. We got Man of Tomorrow filming right now. And we know Adria Arjona is cast in the movie. She's working out, getting really fit. We don't know who she is. I think there's another actress also in the movie. I can't remember what her name is.
Didn't they confirm she's playing Maxima, but everyone thinks she's playing...
No, there's been no confirmation from the studio, from her, anybody that she's playing Maxima. But there's another Eva Day something or other. I don't know. She's in the movie Man of Tomorrow also, and people are like, oh, she's playing Maxima or she's playing Wonder Woman. And it's kind of like, okay, why are they not announcing who the character is? Now, the problem that I have with this is, okay, we know the character's in the movie. We absolutely know the character, or not the character, the actor is in the movie. Excuse me. Is the actor who is playing in the movie, their role going to, that surprise, is it going to make more tickets get sold? No, it's not. So, for instance, Adria Arjona, if we were to find out today that she's playing Wonder Woman, is that going to mean that less people are going to buy tickets to the movie? Or is it going to mean more people buy tickets to the movie? I don't think it's going to mean either one. If they don't announce who she's playing until people go see the movie, and then people go see the movie, and then it gets out, an hour after the movie's, been seen, does that mean more tickets are going to be sold or less tickets? No, it's not. It's a really dumb game to play, because what it does is it starts this whole thing, and it goes to what I hate the most is with these scoopers, the grifters out there, who then start to twist and say, oh, they're playing this. Oh, 100% they're playing this. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, this is happening. Or people then complaining and bitching and fighting about within the fandom of who's playing this, who's playing that. Let surprises be surprises. Why isn't it like, why does a character in a movie need to be a surprise? The only time that I personally think that it needs to be a surprise is if one, the casting as in a whole, the casting as a whole is kept secret. So like if they cast Batman and it is Brandon Sklenar, whatever his name is. If it's Brandon Sklenar, they cast him and he's Batman, but it doesn't get out to anybody. Nobody knows, no pundits know, no outlets know, nobody knows. They film the scene with him in the movie and nobody knows about the scene. And then nobody knows until the movie. That's totally different. Don't let anybody know because that's a cool surprise. But we know that Adria Arjona is in the movie. We know that to expect to see her in something. And then here's the thing. If she doesn't end up being Maxima, if she doesn't end up being Wonder Woman, then most people are going to get pissed off and upset and say, well, that was a waste. If Sadie Sink isn't Jean Grey, which, guys, she's Jean Grey. Like, she's going to be Jean Grey. But if she isn't, people are going to be pissed off and upset. Like, that's the problem that I see with this. Like, there is zero reason. If you have the casting, if people see the actor in the movie, in trailers, in behind the scenes footage, if they're saying, working out for Man of Tomorrow, why hide? Like, what is the point of hiding who they are? What do you got? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, listen, I think that I get what you're saying, and I agree with it to an extent, because, yeah, it's annoying, and in a lot of cases, it's not going to make an impact on ticket sales. But with the Jean Grey, Sadie Sink thing, they don't want to say that Jean Grey is in the movie too soon. They could have maybe kept it under wraps with Sadie Sink being cast at all. However, they have Marvel, like Donovan kind of insinuated or somewhat touched on, is DC doesn't have the issue that Marvel does with all these leaks constantly coming out. So I think Marvel was probably worried and wanted to say maybe Sadie Sink's in the movie. But above all that, I think one of the main reasons they do it is because it creates internet talk. Like, it creates buzz about the movie. And the more people are talking about the movie online for them, as long as it's not roasting it the way they were with The Flash, it's good.
I go back and remember in 2014? 2014, I think it was.
I don't know. I was in high school.
I was sitting at my computer, actually having an argument about somebody about politics, I think it was. Something stupid on Facebook. And all of a sudden, I see something pop up. Ben Affleck has been cast as Batman in the upcoming Zack Snyder Batman Superman movie, or whatever it was called at the time. And I lost my mind. I was like, holy shit. Like, that is amazing casting. Perfect casting. But there was also people who were like, this is terrible casting. That had buzz going. Like, there was buzz going about that. And it went on for months and months and months and months. You know, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. They announced Gal Gadot will be playing Wonder Woman. Well, there was buzz about that as well. It's more negative than anything, but there was still buzz. You know, like, if they would have said Gal Gadot is cast in an unknown role in Batman vs. Superman, sure, we would have been sitting there. Some people probably would have said, maybe it's Wonder Woman. Maybe it's, Batgirl. Maybe it's like, people would have been coming up with stupid things for it too. But ultimately, it would have been Wonder Woman, and it wouldn't have made a damn difference of what we were saying because there was still talk going on prior to the movie coming out. So, like, I don't think for 1 second that is a good reason to not just say, hey, like, honestly, like, if it's going to ruin the story, okay, I can get it. Jean Grey, if Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, Donovan, I know. I don't think she's Jean Grey, dude.
I think we need to have him on one episode, so it's 3-on-1.
But, you know, we've seen the trailers for this movie, and them highlighting, oh, she uses these mind powers that she has. That doesn't tell us anything why she's doing that or what the story is. Like, we have no idea what the main plot of this story is. So it doesn't matter. So, like, to me, I sit there and I think, like, just tell us who these characters are. Like, the secrecy doesn't add anything but just more negativity to the fandom. And it gives these scoopers just so much more clout and ability, because you have the ones that are right from time to time, and they just guessed. They're like, I think she's Jean Grey. They didn't actually know, but guess what? They were right. And now people are like, oh, well, this person was right. They said they were Jean Grey 12 months ago. It's like, come on. Like, I don't know. I could go down such a long rabbit hole of why studios need to just tell us, unless it's like a huge secret that you want to keep for a big like shock moment, and you don't tell us who you even cast. I get it. But if we know the casting, like this person's in the movie, just tell us who they're playing. Like, you're going to tell us eventually anyways. Like, with AJ Ariona, I guarantee we know by Comic-Con who she's playing. Eva Day, whoever, she will know who she's playing by Comic-Con. So why wait till Comic-Con? Like, I know that you want to have a big moment on the Comic-Con stage, but just tell us. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's
annoying. Also, like, going back to the BVS thing, I remember when Daniel Craig was cast as Bond, and like there was this mi6.co.uk James Bond website that was unofficial, but it had all the Bond news, and I would check it every single day when I got home from school. And when they announced Daniel Craig as Bond, people freaked out. People made a website, Blonde Not Bond, and websites like that.
And I'm going to be honest, I was one of them.
A lot of people were.
Until I saw, what was that I can think of the movie. It started with an L.
Layer Cake.
Layer Cake. Until I saw Layer Cake, I was like, why would they cast him? And then I saw Layer Cake. I was like, I get it.
Yeah. And he won pretty much everyone over. Like, I've even seen Barbara Broccoli talk about it in a documentary, and she was like, he was clearly upset that day, but he didn't let it get to him. We got to work, and when that movie came out, Casino Royale, everyone shut up. And like, some castings go that way, some don't. Not everyone gets it right. It happens. No one's perfect. But Daniel Craig's the best you could hope for. And I got to think that with casting Batman for the DCU, it is probably a nightmare for them, because they have to worry about this information not getting out to the public before the Batman Part 2 releases. Because the last thing they want is people talking about, oh, the DCU Batman or Pattinson and who's better than who, and then fans getting divided over it and fighting each other online for it, and then those division, each side is growing and growing, and now you're going to hurt the box office of both of them. So I think that's a really, like Donovan said, DC's done a pretty good job keeping things under wraps, but that has to be the hardest thing that they're keeping under wraps right now.
You got anything, Colton?
No, I see as someone that lives blissfully unaware of anything going on the internet, which is also a curse and a blessing. Secret roles stay secret with me no matter how many times they're announced. So I can't. Like I'm very infrequently on the internet. So seeing anything like that, most of the time I'm like, it's probably fake, and then I walk in, I'm like, oh no, it wasn't fake. Okay, cool.
That's great.
Whatever.
You're much better off being that way.
Yeah, and I genuinely think too many people spend too much time on the internet.
Yeah, I agree. I'm one of them.
All right, let's move on to
Godzilla.
Kaiju of Oz, a crossover that I never thought. I never thought we'd get, because it never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, I'm fully. See, I put this in the notes because I'm fully interested to see how Godzilla is going to fuck up the Wizard of Oz universe.
How?
Yeah, exactly. How is he going to do it? I don't know. No one knows.
Writer Mike Costa and artist Ryan Brown are taking Godzilla someplace he's genuinely never been before, Oz. Check out the fantastic covers. See more with comic book. Let's see. I didn't go to this. Let's see what this is.
It's pretty much just the press release. It's nothing.
You're a press release.
Oh.
When's it? Oh, here's the covers. Look at that. Oh, no,
those covers look badass. I'm not gonna lie.
When's it come out though? Here, no, these are the covers. Those covers aren't it. These are the covers. Kaiju of Oz. Like, come on.
He started the tornado and kicked off the whole story. That's what happened.
Oh boy. Available October 7th.
And you bet my ass already pre-ordered that. I will be here to give you a review.
Oh boy. Yeah. Wait, what do you think there, Jerry? Like,
I'm not into it like at all.
You know who would be into it? Movie Talk Now. He is he's a huge Godzilla fan.
Hey, same. That's why I put it in here. I actively have read most, if not all, the Godzilla comics.
My dad's sorry, I keep doing that.
No, good.
I was just gonna say my dad's a big Planet of the Apes fan, and when Marvel put out the Planet of the Apes comic, I got him one.
Yeah. See, I've been rewatching even like from what was it, like 55 from the first Godzilla film all the way up. I'm somewhere in like Godzilla 2000 era.
You know, it is incredible like how the movies are made and the techniques and the innovation it drove. But I can't say I'm a big Godzilla fan, but I do appreciate that. I think I don't know how anyone couldn't.
I will if both of you check out Shin Godzilla, please. It is not realistic, but you actually watch him mutate live, and it's pretty cool.
We got some other comic news. DC has announced Batman Bad Seeds. It's an event that will be coming soon to your comic book stores. This is interesting. Jerry, can you tell us anything about it?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, this thing is going to be huge. Okay. So first of all, it is about Poison Ivy unleashes an eco-terror attack that transforms Gotham into a nightmare of prehistoric and carnivorous plant life. Gotham, the city, basically becomes the villain, with buildings, streets, neighborhoods mutating as the night progresses. And Vandal Savage, and this is my favorite part, is Gotham's police commissioner right now, and he's running a militarized crackdown while the city falls apart. The Bat family are being hunted and on the run, and it's taking place over 10 weeks. So you're going to get Batman comics, Poison Ivy comics, Detective Comics, Nightwing, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, Batgirl, and Batwoman. But the reason I love this, that they're doing this so much, is that, you know, first of all, Vandal Savage became the police commissioner in the previous Batman run before Matt Fraction's run. And I've always been a big Vandal Savage fan. He's such an underrated villain. And, you know, he even took the Wayne Manor, like he's taken over Gotham. So this is going to be big. Anyway, you know, like, so yeah, that part's really cool. But also the fact that it's going over to 10 weeks and each week they have a different comic releasing and people go crazy for the Bat family, Poison Ivy. The story sounds really good. But also, you know, the Matt Fraction Batman run. The Matt Fraction Batman run, I really, really like it. I do. But my issue has been is that there's just been so much setup throughout the entire run. And I was talking about this last week, so I'm not going to, you know, blunder it. But what I will say is that it's just starting to finally pop off. And this being just 2 months away, it's like the perfect time. I think Matt Fraction's Batman run is shaping up to be absolutely incredible. And I think this event is going to be that moment.
Excellent. I got nothing to say because I need to get caught up on the Fraction run, and then I will definitely dive into this once I get caught up. So yeah,
I'm gonna have to read that because this event looks actually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I agree. You should get the DC Universe Infinite subscription app, or you know what? I think I have a promo code. I'll send you something.
Oh! Shout it out! Shout it out! Shout it out! No, I'm kidding.
All right.
But speaking of promo codes, I do have a lot of 4K movie codes that I want to start doing giveaways for the show. I'd be happy to start throwing one in that even in tonight and give it to a commenter. So if you guys want to do that, if you guys are cool with it, I don't know. I was trying to think of a game or something fun. But we didn't think of anything. But I still have plenty of codes, and I'd be happy to throw one.
Let's start it next week.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's start it next week. All right,
next week when we all show up on time. Definitely the last possible second.
So we had some kind of big news drop today.
Yeah,
Rockstar was like, "Hey, here's our cover art for our upcoming game. Just a little thing called Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, that little indie title. The first 5 were pretty cool, but didn't do very well.
Just a little thing.
Didn't do well at all.
No. Well, didn't they announce the pre? Oh, there we go. Pre-order starts the 25th.
And pre-order start next week. Who's getting it?
Me.
Hell yeah!
I already have that weekend off. I don't know if it's available in the book, but I'm not going to be at work that first weekend. So
smart. I'm curious how much it's going to cost. They said pre-orders June 25th. That's when we're going to find out.
Not necessarily. Not like you may think that, but they may just say pre-orders this, and you may just be able to put like $5 down.
That's a good point too. I didn't think of that.
I think that there was a rumor that it was $100. Like base game was $100.
There was a rumor a while ago about that. Yeah.
Whatever
so
it is,
they're going to unfairly and unjustly become the most successful game financially because they're going to be the most expensive game to ever be sold.
Well, they're probably going to take a page out of Call of Duty's book where, we got an update. It's 500 gigs. Can't play any other game if there's no other game you have downloaded.
Yeah.
This was a cool story. Xbox is reportedly speeding up new Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Halo games as Microsoft leaves spinning off the business on the table. Okay, so this is a terrible headline from IGN. But Colton, do you want to talk about this? Do you know what it's about, or do you want me to talk about it?
All right, go for it. Put it in the thingy.
All right, go for it.
So, I guess we'll talk about the games first. They are trying to make oh God, who made Skyrim? Or not Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls. Why am I drawing a blank? Bethesda. There we go. But I'm pretty sure they're like, okay, it's been like 15 years since we've had a new Elder Scrolls game. So can we get that going, please? And same thing with Fallout. They're trying to, I don't know, are they trying to make them console exclusives?
I think they're bringing exclusives back, but I don't know about these specifically.
Yeah, Halo definitely will be.
Halo, well, yeah. So here, before you continue, I think Elder Scrolls and Fallout are not going to be exclusives. I think they might either be timed exclusives or they'll have exclusive perks, for it for Xbox. But Halo, I think what they're going to do is because we have Halo Campaign Evolved coming out next month. That's cross-platform. There's rumor that they're going to do a Halo 2 and a Halo 3 remake. I think all 3 of those will be cross-platform. So Campaign Evolved 2 and 3 remakes will all be cross-platform. I think Halo 7 is going to be exclusively Xbox, and all those continued forward will be Xbox exclusives.
But that's the general gist of about the first half of the article here. But the second half, it seems as though Xbox is shaking up. They are starting to close studios. They're telling them, hey, you're going to have to like find your own funding if you want to continue because we can't do it. They're starting to shut studios down, like the not smaller, but they've made some cult classics, and they're like, we just can't do it anymore. Sorry, which is kind of building up to Xbox is going to be almost completely restructuring itself. which isn't a bad idea because, I mean, if you're losing money or not making enough money that you think you should be making, which is corporate America, it was just a matter of time. See, Ninja Theory and Double Fine are right there, which is sad because Psychonauts would be a fantastic exclusive, but.
So it's really interesting. I mean, what's going on with the gaming industry right now is kind of shitty. It really is, because with what's going on with hardware in the computer world type of stuff, with memory and hard drives and stuff like that, computer components are just getting outrageously expensive, and people aren't going to be buying consoles like they were before, and in turn people aren't buying games like they used to, even developing the games, because the companies have to spend money on the technology to be able to make the games. There's so much money that has to go into all of it that shutting down these studios is unfortunate, but they are giving them an out, like, hey, you can buy back your studio if you want, they're giving some of these studios an out. Some of them, like you said, they're looking at Bethesda like, look, we need your game. Like, we bought you. You got to make games. Like, get games out.
You can't spend 20 years creating Elder Scrolls 6. Sorry.
Halo Studios, guys, get your Halo games out. Like, no more waiting 7-8 years for Halo games. Like, it's got to be every few years, So I think it's because they want to get stuff out, because they want to entice people to actually play the games. Okay, those who have the consoles already, those who can afford the systems to play the games, but most of all, so what Asha has done when she came in is she's like, we're going to refocus on games, and we're going to refocus on being the best console out there. Okay, that's fine, but I think behind closed doors, I think they're still moving full steam ahead with the idea of, we got to make Game Pass as great as it can be. And that's where the Fallout, the Elder Scrolls, the Halos, the big exclusive games under their umbrella, they want to get out, because those are the games that make Game Pass enticing. It's not the games from Ninja Theory and Double Fine where you're like, oh, I got to get Game Pass to play that. No, it's like, oh man, if I have Game Pass, I can play the new Elder Scrolls, the new Fallout, the new Halo, the new Call of Duty, that's what people want. So that's why these little studios can, they can be like, get out of here. We don't really need you, So it's kind of like a whole slew of things and reasons why this is happening, between the hardware expenses and everything like that, to them needing to focus on the right things to get money. Because let's face it, what is happening with with the industry, the next generation of consoles is going to be very strange. Ashley said something very odd the other day, where she said that they're going to have to change the way that gamers get consoles, or something like that.
So she said that we're going to have to rethink the way, I forget exactly, but what she was getting at was a subscription-based model instead of ownership, which obviously people were like, you'll own nothing and be happy. But the other big thing that I don't think she said here, and I think it's just rumored at this point, maybe Xbox said something about it, but people seem pretty confident that what it's being codenamed now, Project Helix, is actually going to be a console PC hybrid.
That's been talked about for a number of years, that Phil Spencer was working on with Helix. Before it was called Helix, he was working on a console PC hybrid. Whether that's what Helix still is or not, I think is to be seen. Personally, what I think is going to happen is we're going to see something that is more akin to more like a streaming box. That's what I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see something that's more like a streaming box, that will be more of like, hey, we have decent hardware that you can upgrade over time. So like, hey, if you can get a new hard drive or memory card or however you want it, you can buy that to upgrade it. Oh, there's a little spot to upgrade the graphics in it. Like, I think that's what they're going to do. So they can give you a small box that connects to your TV, that connects to Game Pass, and your subscription to Game Pass is what buys you that console essentially. And I think that's what they're going to do. That's what I think it's going to be personally. That's just me. I think it's not going to be this big hulking console anymore where you can't change anything or adapt, because with the way the consoles or the hardware is right now, for them to even make a console that is better than what the Xbox Series X is right now, you're looking at them probably needing to spend per console probably around $1,500, $1,600 for them to make that themselves per console. And then they need to mark it up for the consumer.
It's insane. It's not viable.
So I think that's what the idea is personally. That's just what I'm thinking. It will be where you'll be able to upgrade just a few components in it over time, so you're not, it's up to the consumer. Oh yeah, I want better graphics. Oh, okay, I'll drop a $300 on this. Oh, I want better storage. Okay, I'll drop $200 on, 2 terabytes. Like that's what I think it'll be. But that's where I think it's going.
I'll build, Hunter. I will acknowledge your comment in a second. I think, circling back to this, all the closing or letting these smaller things go independent is a very good thing in hindsight, because the way gaming is trending, we are, like Hunter said, just remaking older games because we don't have any originality anymore. Or we're making, like, I'll use Assassin's Creed, for example. Even though they are remaking Assassin's Creed 4, the Assassin's Creed series has not been very good for a very long time. They've lost the plot. We don't know what's happening. A lot of bigger IPs really have just, we don't know what to do. We're remaking the same game with different characters. Gaming now is more, we're going to have these small studios or indie games or indie studios. They create games that become big hits. Like, for example, the Backrooms game was made by a kid that's still in college, and it's still, I'm not going to say it. It's really big on TikTok right now. It seems like everybody's playing this very simple Backrooms game, more so than I would see people playing Call of Duty or something. So maybe it's a good thing in hindsight, because these indie developers are going to push the bigger studios to be like, I'm making this game for like $5 in my free time, and it's outperforming some of your biggest IPs. Get good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Hunter, I am totally excited for Black Ops 1 and 2 to be remade. Those are 2 of the best Call of Duty games.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I think I have one more thing here.
Yeah, the BDSM controller.
Sony has patented a controller with buttons that can change how hard or soft they are based on what happens in a game. They would also trap your fingers if your character is grabbed on screen. Sony, I don't think this is ever going to see the light of day, but it's interesting.
I kind of hope it does, because, like, let's say you're playing a game where the physics are you lose a limb. You just can't move now. Sorry.
That's great. I like the idea of button sensitivity changing based on the actions. Like, I think on the triggers on the PS5 DualSense, like, when you're shooting a gun and it firms up like a trigger, it's awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that aspect, I think is like, like say you're in a game where you have to push against a stone, and you have to press the button and it gets real hard, when you have to press the stone.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But I don't think there's going to, like, how would they trap your fingers? Like, I just don't get, like, what would they put on there to trap your fingers?
Game has a controller. The controller pulls out a robotic arm and puts a pistol to your head. Do not press the button.
They hire a bunch of midgets to sell with the controller, and they just grab your hand when you're playing.
I mean, as long as there's a food subscription with it, I would not be opposed.
Boy. But yeah, that's interesting. All right. Does anybody have a game? Because I was too busy. We're not showing our buttholes, Colton.
We can play penis. Penis.
We're not playing penis, Colton.
I had one, but I forget what it is, and I didn't write it down. So,
damn it! I can't believe we forgot a game today.
Yeah,
I was just too busy today.
Now I've been busier in a one-legged man and ass kicking contest today. So
nice.
No, like no joke. Got up at 6:30, went to work, drove all over scenic Pennsylvania from like 2:30 to like literally 9 o'clock, 10 after 9. Came in, took a leak, and hopped on.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, if that's that, I guess we're done for the day. Then, huh? I guess that's where we're at. I should probably press that. But much appreciation for your super chats today.
Yeah,
so if you're still here, thank you very much, Donovan. Thank you for keeping the chat alive, as always.
Yeah.
Appreciate. What else? What else do we got? Anything else in here? Make sure you guys, I had this on Slav's Free Talk this week. I'm not going to do that every week. I just wanted to kind of get some other people to see, hey, we got stuff going on. So find Bridging the Geekdoms on YouTube. You can follow us and subscribe there. Weekly, Thursdays, 9:30. We do a live show. Where can they find you, Colton?
White Ruby 53 everywhere. Most of the time on Xbox, though.
And Jerry?
At Comics Cuts everywhere, mainly on XO.
Oh, yeah. And if you're looking for me, most of the time Jerry posts something, and I comment something stupid underneath of it.
Yeah, you'll find White Ruby.
Obviously, you can find Bridging the Geekdoms at Bridge Geekdoms on Twitter or X. You can find me at Slav's Free Talk on X, as well as Threads and I believe Instagram also. I don't really use either one of those too much, but you can find me there. But yeah, that's it, guys. I think we're good. I think we did it.
Shameless promotion. If anybody wants to play GTA 5 with me, please, I'm trying to 100% it. Please,
I can't tonight. I gotta work.
Okay. Well, with all that said, I guess we'll get out of here. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all next week.
Later.